Hi, it's Joseph here, Edge Dynamics, making a shave video midweek. I can't wait for the weekend. First razor is a test razor. It's the one from last week. It's the Francis Newton, and I re-honed it. I didn't overhone it this time, and that's made me think, why did I overhone it? So basically I've made a change. I've changed all my Nagora stones and my finishing technique and a few other bits and pieces just to try something new and different. You tend to get stuck doing the same thing. So I've changed it up, but not on anything here. This is all like the last of the old regime. So I'll test that. That'll just be one stroke. Just really, if it's still no good, then there's something else amiss. Could be bevel angle or something, I don't know. But also I'm more keen to test this one because I got a new stone today, my Nakayama Maruka, and I gave it a spin on this one and gave it a full progression with the Nagoras, and I'm really impressed. But we'll see if this works now. So that'll be really interesting. But probably more interesting, the main razor that I'm using today is, it's actually covered in dust and oil, is this fella. Let you see that. What's the focus in there? If you take a look at the wedge, it's not a wedge, is it? It's like a bolster. It's a solid piece of lead. Alright, it's hollowed in there, but these things I've found out they're not supposed to come off. But believe it or not, I got it off. The scales were bent, so I got one scale out, and thank God that was the scale that was bent. The other one was straight, so I could leave that in there. So I straightened this scale, I got them back together, and the blade itself, so that was a mission. That was luck just to get that far. But the blade itself was in big trouble. It says superior cast steel, and you can see the pitting that's left on there. And I'll show you this side. It's in a pretty rough state. You can see on the spine, I mean that black part is deep. There's no getting rid of that. But basically there was pitting that went all the way through. So you know, it was touch and go whether I could do it. I sort of grinded it off just beneath where the holes were, took the rest off with the DMT. It seems to have worked. But an interesting thing about this razor, apart from the scales and just about everything to do with it is interesting, is the grind. So if you can see, there's a really thin wedge, and it's not a regrind. No work had been done to this, apart from what I've done to it, and I've taken off just real cosmetic, minimal amounts. But I mean, I was questioning it myself, but then if you look at the tang, how thin the tang is, it does match up with the rest of the razor, so it's quite unusual. I've never seen cast steel wedge this thin. It centres nicely. It's got a piece of what's it called? Let me have a think about that. Let's have a sip of tea. My mind's only coming up with the fake Pearlex. Mother of pearl. There you go. That was camera fright, I think. But yeah, it's got a mother of pearl inlay, and the way I honed it as well, I did something different with this. I went 1k, 5k, 10k, and the 10k, I say this, it was under 15 strokes, light strokes, and then I went straight to this vintage Arkansas. It's translucent. It's not very thick, it's quite a thin one. I got a black one, a surgical black, and I got this one. And I haven't tried it, well, it's the first time I've used it. But I actually did some kitchen knives just to lay down some metal and knock off some peaks and that, and the kitchen knives were banging. So, alright, kitchen knife's not a straight razor, but that's done on that, so that's the main razor for the shave. Well, that's a lot of talking and not a lot of shaving, but the cream I'm using is a platinum. Is a Taylor's. You can see the camera there. Behind the scenes, okay. And I've got the Creed, the moisturiser, and I'm using my. Just take this out of the water. Which is now cold water. It's the Plisson. It's a shame you always see this one after it's been soaking, because it's got a really nice bulb on it. Right, let me close this window a bit, wet my face. And before I do anything, I should take the oil off this. Otherwise it's not going to shave. Take some of the oil off. Right. See how that goes. This stuff, I had this down as sort of low quality, but I think I was wrong. It's actually really good. I tried it last night. I tried about 10. Just making all those comparisons. It's a really good way to see which ones are the best ones. And by the end of it, my face was like stinging. So I am sensitive to these things. And even this morning, it was still hurting a bit. So it's super, super soft. You can see that there. You just take a bit on the brush. This last night, this performed really well. There's a couple I've got which I just thought they were not very good, but they're actually really good. And there's a few I've got which I thought were good, which actually they're not very good. So, but this is easy application. I get some hot water going. Because it's so thin, it's not going to last, this stuff. Got a mosquito flying about there. Get out of here. Right. Forgive me, just mudded it. Well, luckily mosquitoes don't really bite me. That's nice and thick. That might be too thick. I think that'll do. You can work this stuff, and look what happens. It just foams up and it's thick, creamy. I'm a bit worried about my face if it's going to start itching again. So let's crack on. This is the warranted Francis Newton. Let's see what happens. That's much better. Yeah, that's proper. That's dead smooth. Right, so that's good. Let's get some tissue. So, I mean, I've got this razor for myself, but I don't think I deserve it. I might put it on my site, but for the moment, that's good. I'm happy. Just place that out of harm's way. And we'll go with this one. I don't know. I think I've given up all hope with this one. But I can see the steel, it's that cast steel. It should perform. Ho, yes. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the stuff. It's super sharp, super smooth. And that's off the new stone. That's the first, I honed it up on the new Nakayama and stropped it, and probably a centimetre at the toe end no matter what I did, wouldn't pop hairs. So I went back to the beginning, reset the bevel, did it, and this is it, and yeah, it's working. It's working good. I mean, that's the best it gets. Doesn't get better than that. Because basically you can't feel the edge. Completely smooth, that is. Alright, if by chance the Arkansas one doesn't work, we'll finish with this definitely. Let me try it. Just because I really want a whole shave with that other one, but yeah, that's perfect. So this is the Superior cast steel. I don't know if that actually means anything, but I've got a feeling it does. Don't know what they chucked in the mix there, but whatever it was, they feel it's superior. So let's see how this goes. And this is on the translucent. This is what I want for the shave of the day photo. Is this? Yeah, it's nice. So I think no matter what you do with cast steel, it just comes out good. You can probably do it on a Norton 8K, it'll come out good. It's basically a refined 10K edge, that's what I'm shaving off. I can feel a bit of oil. Because when you're shaving with this, maybe because it's a thin grind, or it's nearly a wedge, I don't know. Is it? I haven't actually checked that, it's really close to a true wedge. The middle of the blade is touching, I can feel the oil dragging. So I've done this all backwards. So let's see what happens. Try and get back on top of this shave. I need to have a good shave as well. I was going to say I'm going out on Saturday, but that's quite a way away. Guess I'll have another shave. feel my face is stinging from the shaving cream. I will say that the Mareeka does beat the Arkansas. It's really good, but you see the way it's having trouble there. Pretty sure the Mareeka would just make the razor fall through that. Nice. Bit of a cockeyed shave, but yeah, maybe I should start looking at more for sensitive creams. Good. It's really close. So this razor is definitely mine. I think I've got a thing for razors that are really in a bad way. I can't, I'm going to, tonight or tomorrow, or I'm going to do this on my new stone. Get a really, really super edge. I mean, I'm not complaining about this, this is spot on. I've still got to try the surgical black. I use them for kitchen knives, just cheap kitchen knives. Used the Belgian blue and then one of the Arkansas stones. Damn, that's good. Let me, just out of respect for the razor, let me clean it off. But you wouldn't notice if there was staining on this one. It's covered in black pits. But as I say, just the fact that the scales, I mean I didn't touch the blade until the scales were done, because I thought if the scales don't get done I'm not going to bother. So it was just one of those days where things go right in the workshop. That's good. Centres. Beautiful. Right, I didn't do my touch up. Yeah, there's no stinging at all, and that's completely smooth. This side is smooth, I've got a little bit here, but that's why I do that touch up business there. That's good. As opposed to last week, which was a complete failure. That was a success. What do we want? Use some of this stuff. Super expensive, this stuff is. And moisturiser. It does leave you with an amazing feeling afterwards though. You've got to let it take quite a while to fully absorb. But I don't know what they put in it, but it's good. It's good stuff. But look at that. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Get my wrinkles. Knock a few years off. Right. I think that's the difference between a moisturiser and a balm, is that a balm will go straight in, but a moisturiser doesn't. Could be wrong, but right. I think that'll do. And anything that's left for me to do, wash my hands, dry my hands because I don't touch the camera with wet hands, and say thanks for watching, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you later. Bye.